Today we got two of the most powerful female heroes in the DC universe going head to head. Starfire versus Mera. Who comes out on top? Let's find out. Formerly a warrior princess of now destroyed planet Tamaranian, Starfire has found a new home on Earth and a family with the Teen Titans. Starfire has also served with many other teams such as the Outriders, Justice League, the Rebels, and the Outlaws. Starfire's body continually absorbs ultraviolet radiation, which she's then able to convert to the energy that powers her starbolts and her ability to fly. She possesses great superhuman strength, and her repeatedly shown able to get the better of her Titan teammate Cyborg and even Donna Troy. When angered, Starfire can go into berserker state, granting her even greater superhuman strength, invulnerability, and really immunity to many forms of damage. She's highly resistant to injury and can even survive unaided in the vacuum of space. She also has the ability to fly at great speeds, through both the atmosphere and through interstellar space. She's been able to fly faster than light and keep pace with Jesse Quick. Starfire can generate energy blasts released from her eyes or hands, starbolts that are powerful enough to smack around Superboy and Wonder Girl. Using her energy and manipulation abilities, she can absorb various energies, such as radiation or solar energy, which actually makes her immune to their harmful effects. Starfire can also store a massive amount of energy to use all at once in a devastating attack, creating an energy blast that resembles a star, and she's a severe wave of destruction. So, that's what we got in one corner, the Teen Titan, Starfire. But, into the ring, the other corner, the Queen of Atlantis, Mera. Mera of Zeeble is an Atlantean and famous love interest and wife of Aquaman. She hails from the prison colony of Zeeble, the Bermuda Triangle, consisting of Atlantean exiles, and was tasked with the mission to kill the King of Atlantis, before she abandoned her quest when she met and fell in love with Aquaman. Mera has been on Aquaman's side ever since, proven to be his most valuable partner in battle and in life. Mera possesses considerable superhuman strength, to which can easily lift over 70 tons. She's managed to lift up massive Atlantean ships all on her own, and in fact, she managed to deck Superman with a punch. Not only that, she's actually injured Clark with what she referred to as non-lethal blows, because Arthur wouldn't let her try and kill Superman. Mera's also superhumanly durable, to the point where she's taken Martian Vision from Martian Manhunter, attacks from a Black Lantern Wonder Woman, kept on fighting through all of it. Then Mera is much faster than most Atlanteans under the water, being on par or faster than Aquaman, is able to swim at least at hypersonic speeds. However, Mera's main ability is hydrokinesis, allowing her to manipulate water any way that she sees fit. She can use it to form melee weapons and shields, stop waves from crashing into boats, hold up a building, has even held up a massive part of the ocean before. She's also able to solidify water, calling it hard water. With this hard water, she can form shields that protected all of Atlantis, withstood massive explosions. She can form melee weapons or even unleash concussive blast. Mera also doesn't have to be near water to use her hydrokinesis, as she can pull water seemingly out of the air and even out of other people's bodies. She's able to rapidly dehydrate someone's body, even someone like the Flash, or can flood somebody's lungs or even their whole body. Mera also doesn't really have a problem killing, as she's a trained assassin and fighter, and an expert using her powers in combat. She was even able to use her powers to momentarily take down the Justice League while she was tired and exhausted. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, there are a whole lot of powerful women in the DC universe outside of Wonder Woman. Today we're going to be shining our spotlight on two in particular, Starfire and Mera, the Queen of Atlantis and the Tamaranian warrior. Who's coming out on top here? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Also, just to note, this fight will take place on the beach, but not directly in the water. That way, Mera will be able to access the water, but Starfire still has the ability to fly all around. Now, first things first, physicality. And both of them are deceptively strong and powerful. Starfire is able to casually lift up Beast Boy while he's in the form of an elephant. She's flown straight through giant demons, been able to tussle with Brainiac. Probably most impressively, though, Korra's been able to battle against both Donna Troy and even Wonder Woman. Starfire was able to battle against a Donna who wasn't herself at the moment, and Korra was actually holding back in the fight, not going for the kill like Donna was. Then in her fight against Wonder Woman, while it started out with one of her star bolts, the fight quickly evolved into hand-to-hand fighting, although both were definitely holding back throughout the fight. On the other hand, Mera's been able to easily lift up a nest full of people from the bottom of the ocean all the way to the surface. She's lifted and tossed around a boulder that was significantly bigger than herself. She's made Flashpoint Aquaman bleed with a punch. Then there was her encounter with Superman. Before the fight began, Aquaman informed her that she couldn't try and kill the Justice League members because they were their allies. And so even while holding back, she was able to check Superman and send him flying up into the air with a punch. Now, I'm definitely not saying that if Mera was going all out, she would have killed Superman, or even significantly injured him any more than she did here. But it is impressive she was able to injure Clark despite holding back and not using her full power. So then what about durability? Well, Starfire is tougher than Amazonians. She's taken hits from an amped Sabbac. Basically, think Shazam, but with demons. And then again, there are fights against both Wonder Woman and Donna Troy. She's taken punches from Wonder Woman. She's taken a sucker punch from Envy, who warped himself into Wonder Woman, granting the full powers of Wonder Woman. Plus, considering he had absolutely no qualms about killing Starfire at that moment, it's safe to say that that punch had no restraint behind it. On the other hand, Mera's been able to take attacks from monsters. Her body is essentially bulletproof, able to easily swim through lava. She's taken multiple attacks from Black Lantern Wonder Woman, which is arguably more impressive than Starfire taking attacks from normal Wonder Woman, and she's taken Martian Vision from Martian Manhunter, which is definitely on a par with Superman's heat vision. And finally, we got speed. Now, the problem for Mera is that most of her speed feats take place while she's completely submerged in the water, where she's able to move at least hypersonic speeds, and she's able to swim faster than Aquaman himself. However, only problem is that level of speed might not be real applicable for this fight, since they're starting out on land, and Mera isn't nearly as fast while on the land. On the other hand, Starfire is casually faster than a jet. She's able to almost instantly fly out into orbit. She's able to fly at faster than light speeds while in outer space. Starfire is even able to keep pace with both Donna and Jessie, and react to Jessie while Jessie was trying to blitz her. So basically, these two women are roughly physical equals, with Starfire holding an advantage with both her speed and the ability to fly. However, this whole fight, and this whole video, doesn't really hinge upon their physicality. It hinges upon Mera's hydrokinesis and Starfire's ability to hold up to it or to counter it. But before we get into that, I actually want to talk about Starfire for a second longer here, because she's got some versatility of her own. She's got her Starbolts, and these energy blasts are powerful enough to knock around Superboy, Wonder Girl, and Mammoth, who's been able to contend with Superman and Aquaman. She also just got some serious control and accuracy with these bolts, seeing as how she's able to perfectly blast a boat from a few miles away, or snipe incoming bullets and block them in the middle of the air. Starfire also has her Nova Blast, which is a massively powerful attack, and is basically able to one-shot one of Brainiac's ships. However, it should be important to note that Starfire really doesn't use that attack very often while in a fight. And I also don't think that these Starbolts will be able to put Mera down, seeing as she's taken a Martian Vision blast from Martian Manhunter, which is powerful enough to one-shot a group of Martians, and is even powerful enough to injure himself. Now, on to the more important matter, Mera's hydrokinesis. This is definitely what she's known for, and this ability is really insane in its power, range, scale, and versatility. She's able to hold back waves and prevent them from destroying a boat. She's held up the entire ocean before, and used waves from that ocean to restrain opponents. And she's also held up Ocean Master's gigantic tidal wave. She's used a spear of water in order to stop a flood from engulfing Atlantis. And most impressively, Mera unleashed an assault on a magical barrier surrounding Atlantis after believing that Aquaman had been killed. And that assault was powerful enough to shake the ocean floor. On top of that, that assault was creating massive tidal waves, just a side effect. Tidal waves are powerful enough to threaten the East Coast, draw the attention of the Justice League, and force them to intervene to stop it. And this was after she had been weakened after trying to break through that barrier for days on end. And she didn't even directly or purposely cause that tidal wave. But Mera's hydrokinesis isn't just impressive in the scope and magnitude of her power. Also impressive is her finesse and skill, especially how she can use it in a fight. She's been able to take on multiple trench creatures all by herself while surrounded. She's tossed around Aquaman, Black Lantern, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. She's able to create constructs of her water a whole lot like Green Lantern. Then that's not all. Mera also has the ability of internal hydrokinesis, allowing her to drain all the water directly from her opponent's body, essentially causing rapid onset dehydration. She's instantly drained men or just knocked them out. She can do the reverse of this tactic and told Black Manta that she can take the water from his body, simply flood his lungs, and she's even used this ability to literally take down tanks. Granted, draining an opponent isn't necessarily her go-to move, but she'll definitely use it against opponents when she needs to, especially if it's her only way left to put an enemy down. Honestly, Mera is just insanely and a surprisingly powerful hero. So much so, she's able to take on the Justice League. And she did so in pretty impressive fashion too. She instantly knocked back Superman and Wonder Woman and trapped them in spears of water, taking out the heavy hitters. She used water to pull off the rings of the two Green Lanterns. She stopped Flash dead in his tracks, instantly dehydrated him, launched Cyborg into the air with a massive column of water, and effortlessly took out Batman when he tried to sneak attack. On top of that, Mera was weakened at that moment too, considering she's been wailing on that barrier for days on end to no avail. Starfire might be tough, but she's not that tough. End of the day, I gotta give this one to the good old Queen of Atlantis, Mera. They're roughly physical equals, and while Starfire does have the advantage with speed and flight, Mera has a much larger advantage with her hydrokinesis. I mean, she's used this power to literally take down the Justice League. Taking down Starfire really shouldn't be too difficult. Mera wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. To sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn on notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.